Just give me a few minutes. Okay. All right. Okay. Good evening, everyone. Welcome to the Girl Get Up podcast. I am your host, Aquarian Chancellor, and this is the podcast where I share my stories. I bring my guests on, they share their stories, and we dig into a little celebrity stories, all in hopes that it inspires you, the listening audience, to go out and discover your infinite possibilities. Now, while I have a few minutes here, I am working on limited time. But while I had just a few minutes, I wanted to share something that I saw, which I think is very, very, very important for smaller YouTube channels. And if you are thinking about starting a channel, or if you already have one and you kind of like, you're not full time or you sporadically post, now might be the time you want to start getting a little bit more consistent with it. I was scrolling through Google as I commonly do, and what is that? I came across an article that I want to share with you all and what it this will mean for smaller creators. I'm gonna go ahead and share the article right now. First of all, let me just say, please like, share, and subscribe to the like the video, share the video with your business besties or anybody you think this will help. Any of my videos, and then please subscribe to my platform if you want to get more straight from the red carpet, if you want to get my thoughts and opinions, my Aquarian insights, or any of my interviews that I do. Please stay in the loop by subscribing to my channel. Okay, so now that we've gotten the formalities off the table, as I said, I came across an article and I want to share it with you guys right now. Now, I just perused through and didn't really get deep into it, but I wanted to share this. Okay, so Oscars bolts from ABC to YouTube starting in 2029. The world's highest profile and most watched awards show, which has aired on ABC since 1976, will be moving to a streaming only platform starting as part of a deal that also includes red carpet coverage. The, the Oscar the Oscar nominations announcement and the governor's awards and more. Okay, so this news just came out this morning. Today is December 17th, 2025. This article from the Hollywood Reporter came out at 9:45 a.m. So let's get into it just a little bit to find out a little bit more details about the the deal or the contract. It says in news that will send shockwaves across the entertainment industry, the Oscars ceremony, which has aired on ABC since 1976, will be moving to none other than YouTube starting in 2029 and will be broadcast by the streamer through at least 2033. The Academy of Motion Picture Arts and Sciences announced Wednesday, which is today, the Disney owned Alphabet Network will continue to air the Oscars, long, long the world's most watched. Oh, long the world's most watched awards telecast through the 100th edition of the awards show in 2028. After that, the ceremony will be available live and for free to over 2 billion people around the world on YouTube and to YouTube TV subscribers in the United States. I'm going to stop right there, but it's more. I really don't have the time to get into it. I say all that to say, what does this mean for YouTube and smaller creators? Well, I jotted down some notes that I had wanted to share with you guys, because this is really, really huge news. We've been seeing a lot of, excuse me, like actors and talking about pay and all of this other stuff like that over the years. Like you can see the build up and the acquisitions and the contracts and stuff that's going on behind the scenes. I think Netflix was in a deal, and I didn't even dig into this story, but like what Paramount wanted to buy another network. Like you see, like behind the scenes, you're seeing the different moves that these Hollywood studios are making. So this really is really huge news. The Oscars has aired on ABC since 1976. They are now moving to YouTube, which when the Oscars start to air in 2029 on YouTube, that will also include red carpet coverage. Okay. So for YouTube, this is like a no brainer because all of those advertisers that were over there giving their money to the ABC networks, the Alphabet Network, ABC, will now be funneling their money right on over to YouTube. Okay. So that presents opportunities for us as smaller creators and smaller media networks to get in on some of the business. Okay. So, in addition to that, the show is projected to reach 2 billion people. In addition to that. So, then that means that, which I don't imagine a lot of people not being on YouTube, but hey, you never know. There is an alternate world out there that, may not be watching YouTube. However, with a huge show such as the Oscars, this is a global show, you now get to bring those a new wave of viewers onto the streaming platform, which like I said, that also gives another opportunity for smaller creators to reach new audiences. So let's talk about some of those little benefits. With the like I was just saying, with the 2 billion new viewers and new eyes that's been going to come over to YouTube, that now gives the opportunity for smaller creators to kind of have more organic reach to their, now I'm hearing, not to say don't niche, but now I'm hearing a lot of people say just talk about whatever it is that you want to talk about, and people will kind of gravitate to whatever you put out. If they like that particular topic in that particular video, they'll just support that. You don't not necessarily have to niche down. So whatever it is, a lot of people have a lot of different strategies. I say all that to say, with the 2 billion new, or the 2 billion people who want to be watching, you have an opportunity to reach a new audience with your content. Okay. Larger companies, that, like I was saying about the advertising, now that they're going to be coming over to give that money to YouTube, that also opens up the door for live commerce, kind of like how TikTok Shop is doing it. I've been seeing a little bit of whispers of stuff like that coming over to YouTube. So think about that for people who have products and services. Another thing is for those larger companies. Remember, we were talking about the red carpet coverage. So larger companies can also collaborate with smaller companies or smaller channels, for marketing and promoting of those live red carpet events. So I can imagine this is going to be far beyond the Oscars. So look for these things to be happening over like the next couple of years. YouTube is going to be expanding. Okay, some of the challenges that we're going to be facing as smaller YouTubers. Um, oh, I also wanted to note this about the collaboration. Um, because of the different cultural with the red carpet events that are also encourage more cultural engagement, meaning you'll have smaller fashion channels that might want to collaborate with larger platforms that want to discuss maybe the um, some of the looks of the Oscars. Oh, such and such is wearing this dress. You know what I mean? And then again, you have smaller designers who can get in on that, or larger designers who want to support some of the smaller platforms. So, like I said, the opportunities for collaboration is endless. I wanted to jump over to the challenges really quickly before I go. Again, because everybody's going to start migrating over, and you kind of already been seeing that happen over the last couple of years with a lot of Hollywood people coming onto the YouTube platform. A lot of the excuse me, reality show folks now have their own YouTube channels and stuff like that. So you kind of seeing how it can kind of pose a challenge to some of the smaller creators, because you are you're competing, excuse me, with people who have larger names, bigger brands, larger businesses. However, that's who we get that collaboration with. And so you get out there network. Okay. And then of course, one of the major challenges, even now that we're having to this day, is fighting the YouTube algorithm, because of course you got to have pose yourself as the authoritative source to kind of get in there and beat the algorithm. That also goes in with the consistency and SEO optimization and all of that other stuff like that. But I thought this was a really, really good. It's good, I think it's good news. If you have a channel and you're thinking about getting more consistent with your channel, now would be the opportunity to start forecasting what this new contract is going to look like. Like I said, I already see this is not going to stop with just the Oscars. YouTube is going to change the face of cable, everything. So I just wanted to put this out there. One of the biggest techniques as a career coach that I used to always talk to my clients about was forecasting what your industry is going to look like over the next 5 years. And this is a perfect example of why that's important. Okay, so clearly I've been sharing my screen all the time. I don't know what it's going to look like on the playback, but I got to get out of here. I just wanted to share that news with you all. Please, I want to say, dig into what this news and what this acquisition or this new contract is going to look like for your particular business, how you can leverage this, what's coming. Like I said, if you are in like pop culture, this is should be your shizness. This should be your shizness. You should be ramping up your content. Start planning out your titles, start planning out with your headlines, your tags, whatever it is that you're going to need. You got 4 years to do it. Matter of fact, 3, because in 2 weeks is about to be the new year. So with that, I am out of here. Take care. I'm going to put the article in there so you can in the chat. Let me do it right now so you can read it for yourself. and get whatever little tidbits you need to get from it to prepare yourself. But I thought this was a great opportunity to bring to the attention of the YouTube family. So, with that, everyone, take care. Have a wonderful, wonderful evening. Oh, please go and tune into my latest Girl Get Up podcast interview, not an interview, I'm sorry, the Aquarian Insights that was released this Sunday. All the links are in the chat to support the platform. You can go and follow on iHeartRadio, Apple Podcasts, and Spotify. It's also on YouTube as well. So, with that, I will let you go. Have a wonderful, wonderful evening, everyone.